Good morning, Chips. Good morning, Chips. It's fishing time. pancake time. Happy pancake day. Happy pancake day, chips. Hold on, let me catch up with... Ah, what did I just do? I feel like I pressed something. Let me just catch up with the comments. Dance is doing shopping for pancake day. Don't have pancake ingredients at home. My pancakes are getting cold already. It's freezing here. It feels like -4 degrees. 0, but the temperature said, the weather app says it feels like -4, which is crazy because, you know, 2 days ago it was 20 degrees, feeling like 24. Just 2 days ago. And now it's snowing. Lurking as well. It's okay if you're lurking, everyone. I know it's quite late in the UK. It's past pancake time. Oh, Gummy's here. Hi. Oh, Gummy, you forgot it's pancake day. No pancakes for you. Is this a cooking stream? You know, in another universe where it's not snowing and it's not like 1 AM, it could have been a cooking stream. You could have. You know, how about next year's? Next year's pancake day, we'll do pancake cooking stream. You're going to IHOP later for some sweet buttermilk stacks. I've heard of IHOP. Am I pronouncing it right? Is it IHOP? I've heard of this place. I wanted to go. It's on my list. Hello everyone. Welcome. Happy pancake day. I've got my pancakes. So today it's a simple. I used I'll show you actually what I used to make my pancakes today. I'll show you the ingredients. Give me a second. Yeah, it's very cold right now, Gumi. I mean, I don't mind, but like my flat has 0 insulation and it doesn't retain heat. So even if I use the aircon on the heating mode, right, it's so cold. It's still so cold. Unless you're literally standing right in front of it, the air just dissipates and it doesn't actually heat up the room. So right now, like I'm covered in 1,000 blankets. I'm wearing fluffy, furry clothes. I'm just freezing right now. Oh, you're making souffle pancakes, I see. Very fancy. I made this before. Lots of labor that goes into them. Gotta watch them. "10 days until pie day, pie baking stream." I didn't even know it was pie day in 10 days. Oh yeah, that's true. Pie day is on what Japanese people say white day. There's 2 holidays. There's 2 holidays. Do you make pancakes from scratch or use a pancake mix? Mix and scratch is kind of the same thing, isn't it? Because the mix is basically just the flour. And what else does it have inside? Just the flour and something else. So I use a mix because I'll show you why. I'll show you why I use the mix. In the UK, I would just make it from scratch. It's not hard, but in Japan, I use this specific. Hold on, I want to eat this before it goes cold. Oh my god, my tea is so cold. It's 3 degrees where you are. The snow has almost melted. Where are you, Koval? Basically just flour, eggs and milk. And sugar if you want to make it a bit nicer. The hotel pancake mix in a blue box? No, no, no. I'll show you which one. That one's fancy. I do have a fancy one. So I actually have a nice, like a more expensive hotcake mix, but I wanted to use this one today. Let me find the picture. It's not the Morigana one. What's the other company? It's not Morigana, it's the other one. It's not the one that's there's two, right? The one from the Showa, the Showa one. Showa. Where is Showa hotcake? Yeah, okay, I found it. It's literally Showa hotcake mix. So I've always seen the Showa hotcake mix, but I've never used it. I had sugar and lemon as my topping to the basic English pancakes. Okay, so I like the basic English ones. I prefer those as well. And in the UK, I would just have it with lemon and sugar as well. But because I'm in Japan, I'm having Japanese style pancakes, and they call that hotcakes because it's like American style. You use for baking? Baking what? What are you baking with that? You know, when I googled this, right, the Showa hotcake mix, there's loads of arrangements. I wish I looked at this before. English pancakes are just crepes. Okay, listen, but that's what we eat for pancake day, okay? That's our pancake day. That's our pancake day. You can use it to make loads of cakes. Or use it to make regular cakes. The fluffy cloud pancakes? No, they're just like, they look like American pancakes. This is how I imagine American pancakes anyway. Hold on. And I used the... come on, is there in their picture? Oh, for pound cakes. It's called pancake day, not hot cake day. Yeah, but it's pancakes. They're pancakes. Oh, I think I have to just search this in Japanese. I can't find what I'm looking for. Oh. Just switch my keyboard. Otokeki. Otokeki. Shiro. There we go. Okay, I found it. Oh gosh, that's like the worst picture I've ever seen. Oh, this one will do, I guess. Oh, it's terrible. Okay, sorry for all the time that I just took. I had waffles today. Does it count? Are we going to the whole pancake and waffles debate? Japanese hotcakes, the regular pancakes are like American ones. Yeah, I thought they were like the American ones, right? But I think when you say JP pancake in English, people think of the souffle ones. That's true. So Japanese pancakes are the souffle ones, right? And then hotcakes are American pancakes, and then crepes are just the English pancakes. By the way, after let me just find the... hold on. It's hard. I talk so much and then everything gets cold. So I was talking about the weather. Let me talk about the weather while I get all this open. So I was talking about the weather, and 2 days ago it was 20 degrees, feeling like 24. Right now, it's 0 degrees, feeling like -4. When you say pancake to a Japanese person, they probably think of hotcakes, maybe. Or am I just out of touch? I'm thinking because... No, I think it is, right? Just hotcakes. But I was talking in the Western sense, though. I mean, for like people not in Japan, it's... they would think Japanese pancakes are the souffle ones. '24 was the best. It was a really nice day on Sunday, and I couldn't go out. I was really upset. I was supposed to go out, but I couldn't. Hold on. You usually make waffles. First time making pancakes. You're making small fluffy ones. Did you do it from scratch then? Big swing. What is big swing? Why did 2 people repeat big swing? What does that mean? Everywhere I go, all I see is your face. I'm at work. Well, maybe you shouldn't be watching me at work then, should you? Hold on. This is the most awful. Alright, this will have to do. Oh, big swing in the temperature? Oh, yes. Told you I'm like ESL right now. I forgot like the phrase. There's a swing in the temperature. Like I was like thinking swing as in the, you know, the playground equipment swing. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me just okay, I've got the syrup. This took way too long to prepare. Alright, okay, so this is what I used for these pancakes. And of course butter as well, but butter is just butter. Use Kodiak protein waffle mix. Check the ingredients, you're right. Basically a mix of flours. I think sometimes they do have like milk powder or some other stuff in it as well. Egg, or they might have egg white powder. Yeah, I didn't want to get the Morinaga one because I always get that one. But when I saw this syrup, right, it looked like very Showa era style syrup. That's why I wanted it to go with my Showa era hotcake mix. That's why I got this one. And it's basically just sugar syrup. It's just sugar syrup, which is fine. I didn't want like maple, so it was okay. But yeah, this hotcake mix, it says vanilla flavor on it actually, so it's vanilla flavored, and then this one is just like a plain sugar syrup, and then that's what I've got prepared here today. My hands are warm at least from my tea. My pancakes have already gone cold. You added extra protein, enriched milk and eggs to the mix instead of water. Oh, the protein tastes really good. Very protein-filled pancakes. I should probably do that. You'll be using almond flour and the cream of tartar as your raising agent. Do you need raising agent to make the crepe-style pancakes? What tea flavor am I drinking? This is just English breakfast tea. Maple is best. Okay, so I tried that maple butter you gave me, right? It was really good. It was so good. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, you're doing souffle. Yes, sorry. I'm going to see now with my old age. Is it a pre-mixed powder then? Yeah. So it's basically a powder, but you gotta add the egg and the liquid, obviously. I used milk. I don't know. It's a very old like pancake mix in Japan. So, and I don't usually get this one. It's super cheap. It's supposed to be like it was from the Showa era of Japan, so it's like very affordable and stuff like that. But I usually get a nicer one. Because you know, in the UK it's fine, you can make it from scratch, but like you can save all the time of measuring ingredients by just getting a pre-made one. It tastes better as well. So I got like a nicer, like the hotel style ones from here, but I don't know, I've never tried this one, so I just wanted to try it. And it tastes alright, like it doesn't taste bad at all. It tastes very basic. Souffle is good, but so much work and eat in 2 seconds. That's how I feel about it too. It's basically just eating air. Hello CJ, thank you very much. It's very cold, that's why I need to be wrapped in a blanket. The only hotcakes you've ever had are the one from McDonald's. Oh yeah, so McDonald's calls it hotcakes, don't they? But they're just basically pancakes, mini ones. But they taste like the... Well, I guess because the Japanese one, hotcakes is American pancakes. I don't know the difference then. What's the difference between hotcakes and pancakes? You're doing it for the photos? Wait, Dance, can you show us the photos? Do you want to see? They're the same thing. Tim Hortons better? Is there a Tim Hortons in the UK? You thought it was just a marketing term? I'm gonna have to Google this now. The difference between hotcake and pancakes. They turn super rubbery if you let them go cold. Like, they literally turn into rubber. But if you eat them as straight away, they're still, when they're warm, they're less rubbery. Hotcakes versus pancakes. Okay, let me read Google's AI overview. Hotcakes and pancakes are essentially the same thing, referring to the flat round cakes made from batter and cooked on a griddle. The terms are often used interchangeably, with hotcakes being more commonly used in North America, particularly in marketing and branding by some restaurants like McDonald's. Now that makes so much more sense why Japan calls it hotcakes, because they usually go by brand name when they take something from the West, right? They take it from the brand name. So that's quite interesting. So they got it from America. It's an old school term, probably because it entered Japan from America, right? Are you feeling better? My throat hurts less. I think it's because I'm drinking tea though. But I think this change of weather has made me feel a bit sick. I don't know why. Like ill. I'm got a sore throat. I'm hoping I don't wake up feeling like this again when I go back to sleep. Tim Hortons isn't here as far as I'm aware. Always had Canadians bring tins of Tim Hortons as gift. So I've heard of Tim Hortons, but I've never been there because I thought it was a Canadian thing. But I didn't. Wait, there's one in Brum. There's a Tim Hortons. Why in Birmingham out of all places? And when did they open? Oh yeah, what, like sea chicken is tuna? But is it sea chicken just a brand? It's not like all tuna is called sea chicken, right? Chloe, you are right. You are right. It was about marketing. Like Hotchkiss. Yeah. Do you guys know the story behind Hotchkiss? Hotchkiss is a stapler in Japanese. But do you know why it's called a Hotchkiss? You're not too much of a pancake person. The last time you had pancakes? Oh, the super fluffy ones. From a place called the Flying Scotsman. Wait, I've heard of that place. Hold on. I have, right? Flying Scotsman. Yeah, it's that one. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I know that place. Isn't that's the place in Akihabara, right? The pancake place in Akihabara. They do those super thick, the cake style ones. And they do really fancy versions as well. Like they put loads of toppings and fruits and things on it. How was it there actually? Because I thought about going there, but I haven't been. What's a drop scone? I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that in my life. What is a drop scone? Sea chicken is a brand, but that was what we used to call the canned tuna. Oh, really? Specifically just the cans. I thought the tin tuna was called just tuna, like tuna. I thought that was like the tuna flakes from the cans. Brummies are secretly allied with the Canucks. Is that what Canadians are called? Canucks? Is that the name? Was that the name for them? Is your voice still recovering? No, I don't. I can't. You mean you can't tell? No, I think my voice is fine actually. It's been okay. I'm coughing less actually. I don't really need to cough anymore, right? Yeah, I think I'm coughing less. It is reaching the 3-month mark, so I think I told all of you. I told all of you this was the case. I said it takes about 3 months for me to recover. I'm about, I would say, 85% recovered from that cold I got back in December. I told you it takes me 3 months. I know myself. You've been to Shiawase Pancake? Oh, that's the chain, right? Shiawase Pancake. I haven't been there though. Someone asked me for a pancake place. I can't remember who. Someone asked me for pancake place recommendations, and that's what led me to googling all the pancake places. Because usually I just go to eggs and things, but oh, you did try the super thick hotcake style? It was somewhere in Harajuku. It was too much. For the fact they stack those huge thick ones, it looks like it's too much. Drop scones are Scottish pancakes. Do they? Wait, hold on. What do they look like? I haven't seen those. Drop scones. Oh. Okay. Those just look like... Why do they look like... Someone tell me why these look like crumpets. Why do they look like crumpets? Google Scottish drop scones and tell me they don't look like crumpets. Those are definitely crumpets. Those are crumpets. Yeah, the matcha flavored one with matcha ice cream on top. That's too much matcha. It's like calling American a Yankee. Do people still call... Well, I guess in the UK we call them Yanks, don't we? Your voice is a bit harsher than usual. Right now? I feel like I sound the same as usual. You can tell you're sleepy and cold. I'm actually warming up now. I'm still sleepy though. Eggs and things with their pancakes with guava syrup. Oh, I think the best part about eggs and things is the fact that you can use all the syrups. Or a date? No, one of my friends was coming to visit and she wanted to know like pancake. She wanted to try those, like, you know, well, she said, I want to try Japanese pancakes, and I knew she meant the souffle ones because in the UK, she was from the UK, and in the UK, Japanese pancakes are the souffle ones. So I had to find, like, you know, the souffle places, and that's how I found out about Happy. But she always said pancake. Your lemon shark. What is a lemon shark? Those are not scones. They're not scones and they're not pancakes. They're definitely crumpets. You're a Yank and you had no idea what a crumpet should look like. Okay, I feel like we've had this discussion here before. Okay, I'll show you a crumpet. I feel like crumpets are so hard to describing the texture of a pancake. I mean, a crumpet. I still have crumpets in the freezer, by the way, because I brought some back with me 2 years ago now. Wait a second. It wasn't you, Gumi, right? You didn't bring me those crumpets. Are they my crumpets? Have I had them in the freezer for 2 years? Oh my god. Okay, the fact you said you have means that they're definitely my crumpets. I'm the one that brought them over. Oh, you did get me some. Okay, it's yours. Okay, it's from you. So it means it can't be 2 years old. Okay, phew. All right, okay, these are crumpets. And yeah, you said you hated them. You got flamed by every Brit. Okay, I understand. Listen, if I wasn't British, I'd probably hate them too. I think when you grow up with something and it becomes normal, you can't hate them. And yeah, they are probably the crumpets you got me. No, they're from 2 years ago, but they're in the freezer. They're in the freezer, so they should be okay. Rubbery sponge disc. See, I don't actually like the texture of them if I think about it too much. So I have to just like not think about it and then I can eat it. Thinking about it is where the problem starts. You meant to make pancakes but you ended up making crumpets? Did you make crumpets? You did use a lot of protein. You know, scientifically, there's too much protein. If there's too much protein in your baked goods, it's going to end up very, very hard, I think. You've had crumpets before and they're not bad. The appearance and the texture. In normal situations, someone like me would hate it. But I guess because I grew up with it, I don't think about it. I can't believe you call these English muffins. I thought English muffins were something else. I thought English muffins were, you know, in McDonald's, the breakfast. You get the English muffin breakfast. That's an English muffin. A crumpet's hard. They're kind of rubbery and hard. Yes. Yeah, they're like really rubbery and chewy. They're kind of hard though. Unless you toast, obviously when you have to toast them and they get soft, but like as soon as they get cold, they still have lots of like, they're kind of tough. They have bite to them. They're not, I wouldn't say, they're not the same texture as regular pancakes, are they? English muffins only have holes inside. Crumpets have holes all the way through. Do English muffins have holes inside? I actually really like English muffins. They became one of my obsessions a few months ago. I don't know why actually, why I became so obsessed with them. But I feel like I have so much stuff to say today. Normally I talk so much, you know. I have a group chat with my friends, right? And every morning they wake up to like 200 notifications, and it's just me yapping away. Elio was like, "Good morning, I just woke up. Why is there 200 notifications?" I was like, "Sorry, it's just me again." I don't normally talk so much. I don't know how I talk so much. I talk so much on stream, I talk so much in text. I talk so much in our Discord as well. By the way, there is a Discord. It's in the description of this video, the stream. You can join it. It's free. It's open to everyone. I do post there a lot. Maybe too much, as everyone can tell you. I'm just like updating every tiny detail of my life. I was gonna say, I guess I talk too much because I have no friends to talk to, but then I talk to my friends a lot too. Fish presses enter every sentence and that hits the 200. Okay, that is also the case, yes. But just sometimes I have a lot to say. You know, someone brings up a topic, I have a lot to say about said topic. Someone else responds and it becomes a discussion. Stop revealing how I stop it. She's exposing me. I can't believe this. Oh, this is the worst. Okay, listen. When you are speaking your thoughts, you press enter to break down the thoughts. You press enter instead of pressing comma. I just feel like it's easier to read when it's broken down that way. Just a chatterbox. Am I a chatterbox? Gabby, am I a chatterbox? In like either offline, am I a chatterbox? Do I talk that much? The yapper, the gifted yapper. My gosh, am I really that talkative? Isn't it just me pressing enter 200 times that makes it seem like I talk a lot? It's just, yeah, exactly. It's me being educational. I'm just teaching everyone all my knowledge. That's why I have to talk a lot. I have to nerd out. I have to be like, well, actually, I need to teach you something else, XYZ. You do that for every 2 or 3 words and your friends hate it. My friends just have to put up with it. You have to put up to waking up to 200 to 1,000 notifications. Depends if someone sets you up on something. Oh yeah, that's true. Me every stream. Straight Doge. Welcome to the memberships. Welcome to the overclock chip. Welcome to the overclock chip. Member chip. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. If someone sets me off, okay, so I feel like I wasn't even set off today when I was talking in the group chat. Someone just brought something up, and I just had a lot to say about it, and then for some reason, it just became a full-blown discussion. That's just how it works. Konnichiwa. It's very late. Just passionate about some things. I'm passionate about a lot of things. Like sleeping. So she yaps as much off stream as she does on? Wow. I am the exact same person as I am on stream, off stream. And I think that's actually quite a hard thing for a lot of people to comprehend. At least for me. I realized a lot of my friends are very different on stream. Most of them are more talkative and chatty on stream. And they're like very, very shy and introverted off stream. There is a case where, like Reina, for example, you know Reina? She's the opposite case, and it's the first time I've seen the opposite case. She's more like awkward and quiet online, on stream compared to offline, or you know, in person. She's very talkative and like not awkward, I guess. So that's the only time I've seen that, the opposite case of I think normally it is, you know, introverted people, they become quite extroverted and energetic when they're streaming. So Reina's case really confused me because I didn't think that was possible. And then there's people like, I don't know, me and Pia, who are exactly the same on stream or off stream. we both just talk like crazy. But yeah, a lot of them are quite like shy and offline. Sometimes you'll be silent and I'll be silent. We sit in silence. That's okay though. That's comfortable silence. That's comfortable silence. That's when you know, you're close to someone and you're just doing your own thing. You know, like Gumi and I would hang out a lot, right? And we you know, would stay in the same like place. Because I'd stay in her house when I, you know, go back to London, right? So I've stayed in Gumi's house. You know, I told you guys I was like a homeless rat in London, right? A homeless underground rat. It was Gumi who picked me up off the streets. So I'd actually stay with Gumi a lot for a really long time, and I guess you know, we got used to each other's presence because I was like I forced my presence onto her. So we would I guess, you know, at that point it's almost like your siblings, right? You're basically like siblings. You are so used to each other's presence. You talk when there's something to talk about. Otherwise you just end up doing your own thing. Or sometimes you do things together. Like we would just watch, like she'd show me stuff on the internet, for example. We'd like browse Twitter and we'd look at it at the same time. I don't know, like random stuff like that. Like hanging out with a sibling, you know? That's how it is. Hot cake 作ったのか. Yep, 作った. Made it. Speaking of setting up, can't wait for part 2 of the Gundam tier list. Listen, I haven't watched all the Gundam series, so there's stuff I don't know what to say. Like, I can't speak about it. If you mention one thing, she'll go off. A machine gun? I don't machine gun! That's my brother. I don't machine gun. I feel like I have a regular discussion. I involve 2 people, you know, it's a 2-way discussion. We're not the fishermen's anymore. That was never a thing. The AC and heater topic. Wait, you want me to talk about the AC? Fish talks about other personalities on DMs. You know what, guys? That's the trick. I've been exposed. If you want to talk a lot, just have 10 personalities like me. Have each personality talk to different people. That's so funny. Oh my god, that would make such a good TV show. I should be the actor. I should be the star. I'm the most realist and most genuine streamer. Guys, you see what you get what you see, you see what you get. What was the phrase again? You see what you get what you see. I can't English anymore. What was the phrase again? You see what you get what you see. I don't remember. Whatever, one of them. Give me a second. Oh, I don't machine gun like that. What do you mean? You just watch. I don't machine gun like that. I don't think so. I don't think I do. I feel like it's definitely a TRA discussion normally. The awkward silence though? Yeah, like even I didn't realize this until recently, but I don't think I like awkward silences. So if I'm alone with a single introvert who doesn't talk that much, I notice that I tend to talk more to make up for the silence, and it actually exhausts me. It actually exhausts me. It feels like I've been a full-time entertainer or something for like however long I've been like hanging out with them. So I don't really like to hang out with unless they're like, you know, people I know for a long time and my close friends, it's different. But if it's someone I don't know that well, I feel really awkward trying to hang out with them just alone, because I'm like, oh my god, what if they don't talk? Then I'm gonna end up yapping like crazy. And I'll end up getting tired. It's like I have meals with my dad. We just eat our dishes in complete silence and then just say nice talk when we finish eating. Hey, if you're eating, eat in silence. You don't need to talk. Sounds like Gumi had to babysit fish. I don't think so. She didn't babysit me. She taught me the hard lessons in life and made me grow up early. That's what she did. Do my eyes go wide when I'm excited? Okay, when I eat something nice, I'm like, I do that. But you do that too. You're like, Can't believe a sibling you don't fight non-stop. I barely fought with my brother as well. Oh yeah, you know, you don't always have to fight. My brother fought me. You know, he's the one that used to beat me up. I need 10 personalities. My brain is just too big for one. I need like 10 brains. Will you love us if we turn into worms? You know, I was asking something very simple. What was I asking in the Discord? Would you guys still like me if I was What was I saying? I talk so much I forget what I was saying. I was a poor streamer with no Lambos. What you see is what you get was the phrase. I just remembered it. What you see is what you get. You said your friends get 200 notifications. Yeah, but that's not just me talking to myself. At least one person's replying to me. That's why it turns into 200. The realist, genuine, democratic, fair, humble, educational, philosophical, intellectually stimulating. You forgot that one. Machine gun talk なの? She's had 早口? Is that the word? 早口? Yes, they do. Did you not know? What? How am I supposed to notice if my eyes are getting, like, you know, bigger? I don't think I do that when I'm talking. I know I do that when I see, like, nice food or eat something really nice. I'm like, but when I talk as well? As an older brother, it was probably deserved. Hey, I already said the story before, right? I was like 3 years old. I couldn't pronounce yellow because I was 3. And he beat me up. He was like, say yellow, say yellow. I was like, lello, lello. And he'd beat me with a plastic toy. Left a scar on my forehead. And not like the cool Harry Potter style scar. Was screaming at me to say yellow. couldn't pronounce it, he'd just beat me even more. How was that fair? How was that deserved? I was 3. Not only that, he threw my Game Boy SP into the fireplace. I think I said that one too. I still remember that because it's, you know, it really hurt my feelings. I was really upset. That was a present. And, you know, I never asked for anything when I was young. So guessing things like, you know, consoles like Game Boys and stuff, it was a really special thing to me. And it was the SP limit, like tribal edition, limited edition, right? And it got all scratched, damaged. I was so upset. I was so upset. I still have that Game Boy. With all its scars. Being a poor Lambula streamer is worse than being a bald worm. Did I say that? Was that me? I don't think I said that, guys. If you're bald, don't worry. I still like you. I like bald people. Would you guys still watch me for a poor streamer with 0 Lambos? Is that what I said? Whoa, me? I would never ask something like that. Another thing you mentioned is that you'd happily sacrifice 3 chips to get a red panda. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on, guys. I think you're just making up some... I think you're making some allegations here. This is slanderous. You're giving off a wrong impression to all the non-Discord chips here, okay? How about you watch what you're saying? Red lorry, yellow lorry. I still need to ask no, I'm not gonna say what I'm not gonna finish what I'm saying. Okay, bald people don't say bald people are evil. The chips are bald. Did the Game Boy still work? Yeah, it was just like cosmetic damage, but it was still very upsetting because, you know, it was a present and, you know, it was my only Game Boy and it was the limited edition. I'm the one that picked it as well because I was all like, you know, my cool edgy phase. The tribal edition, you know, was all like cool. I don't even know why he did it as well. And now he keeps me up for 2 hours talking about Mecha Break Kanji. Exactly. Oh no, the tables have turned. Don't worry. Oh, don't worry. The tables turned. When we were like teenagers, oh my gosh, the tables turned. Don't worry. I'm the one that ended up being, you know, in control. Because I found out how to like, you know, I found out how to be the bully. Okay, I bullied him a lot, but he deserved it. He deserved it because, like, you know, he deserved it. Just trust me, he deserved it. So I got my revenge. It's okay. Your parents would ground your sibling for a month if they did something like that. I think he just got away with it. He got away with everything. I do believe you said that. You are rather harsh on non-Lambo owners. You see, until I see the evidence, I can't believe it. I don't think I said that. Only 3 chips. I said 3 chips at minimum. At least 3 chips. I'm willing to sacrifice. I volunteer as tribute. Someone get me a red panda, a real one. Surely lesser pandas are worth more. The chips are worth a lot to me. Sacrificing 3 is a lot. Name 3 you would sacrifice. Hey, remember we don't name names here. We don't name names here. She gave us hair as a chip. I appreciate that. Yeah, that was my own hair. It's worth a lot of money. Could have sold it as a wig. Need to hear his take. I don't think he doesn't remember the situations. Sometimes I bring it up and he's like, I don't remember that happening. What is Pancake Day exactly? It's a good question. That is a good question. What is the origin of Shrove Tuesday? Shrove Tuesday. Justice for fish, bro. Justice for me. The real bully came out. He deserves to be bullied. Why am I the bad guy here? How did I become the bad guy? I would sacrifice my lads for a Tesco meal deal. Okay, that's just evil. Not for a Tesco meal deal. Okay, let me see. Shrove Tuesday, also known as Pancake Day, is the final day of Shrovetide, which marks the end of the pre-Lenten season. Oh, it's to do with Lent. It's a Christian thing. Oh, I would know that. I'm a very, very God-fearing Christian streamer. I should know that. Yeah. Shrove Tuesday is observed in many Christian countries through participating in confession. Should I have done a confession stream today instead? The ritual burning of the previous year's Holy Week palms, finalizing one's Lenten sacrifice. Oh, you mean, oh, when they give up luxury, oh that. And as well as eating pancakes or other sweets. Okay, so that's how it became Pancake Day. That's how it became Pancake Day, because you give up like something, and then to celebrate giving something up, you have sweets. In some Christian countries, especially those where the day is called Mardi Gras, or translation thereof, it is a carnival day, the last day of fat eating or gorging before the fasting period of Lent. There is no way this is called fat eating. It's called Fat Tuesday. Mardi Gras means Fat Tuesday in French. Guys, today's Fat Tuesday. We've got to eat fatty foods today. Not Tesco, Waitrose though, I'd consider it. You know, I have certain supermarkets do certain sandwiches really well, so I think I would. It depends. Tesco's good. Waitrose, there's only certain sandwiches I like from Waitrose where I'd consider sacrificing 3 chips for it. For a Nando's garlic bread. Is that supposed to be Nando's or what's a Lando's? Nando's? You'd sacrifice the world for a Klondike bar. Did I say that? Klondike? What on earth is a Klondike bar? How did Jesus invent Pancake Day? I don't know, but it's a Christian thing. Food crime confessions. Hello, Prinny. Prinny, thank you so much. I think it's the first time I've seen you in the stream since you gave me the throne gift. Thank you so much for the throne gift. I really appreciate it, Prinny. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Base Prinny. Hey, bullying my brother. Bullying Fish Bro, it was deserved. I was bullied by him when I was really young, right? So I had to get I had to change the what's the word? I had to turn the tables, you know, when I got old enough. But he became like more and more, I guess, more withdrawn and less like he was really like, I felt like he was more uncontrollable when he was younger. But then as he got older, he became more bullyable. And that's when I took advantage of it and bullied him. And I give up my streams for Lent. Thanks, Dash. Appreciate it. God would also appreciate it. Food crime confessions. I feel like there's a lot of streamers who do that already. Doesn't Juno like have, you know, her stream theme where you submit your food crimes? You know, Fat Friday. There's a Fat Friday. Happy Fat Tuesday, everyone. Gonna gorge yourself on chips. There's plenty of chips to go around, Chip. It's why carnivals were also scandalous. It was a time where everyone wanted to let loose before Lent. Oh, is that why? Is that why? I'm not actually a Christian, by the way. I've never practiced Lent in my life. But is that why? That makes so much more sense. Okay. A Klondike is a chocolate ice. It's a brownie chocolate bar thing? Huh? Shopping in Waitrose? She's definitely a Lambo owner. Okay, I've said this before. Waitrose is not that expensive. It's not that expensive. Actually go to Waitrose and compare the prices. Waitrose shopping in this economy. Okay, to be fair, I haven't been, you know, in the UK for the past like 6 years, so I'm not really sure if the prices have changed too much. But I feel like they haven't. I feel like they haven't. Have you ever played Disgaea games? I haven't. How can you say that being bullied is deserved? Well, I was bullied by him. So I feel like turning the tables and bullying him back, I'm just being, you know, paid back for the suffering that I got from him, you know? That makes sense. Oh, how the turns tabled. But yeah, he deserves it. He deserved it. Trust me, he did. He did a lot of bad things. For example, okay, I'll give you an example. Right now, like, okay, you know, we used to watch a lot of shows. I think I've already told you guys this. Because of Fishbro, right? I watched like Gundam and Kamen Rider and loads of other anime and stuff. So he was the one responsible. He's the one that used to find it and like pull it up on the PC, and then he would call me and say, "Hey, it's time to watch." But sometimes he'd go on ahead and watch the episodes without me, but he still wanted to watch them with me. So he'd watch them again with me, and then he couldn't help himself. He'd always say like what happened. He'd always like give us a spoiler, and then like I kept saying I don't want the spoiler. I want to just watch it, but he couldn't help himself, and he would just like machine mouth and say the spoiler of what happened in the show, and it used to make me really angry. So to get revenge, I do the same back to him, and I ruined every single show for him. So, you know, stuff like that. But you know, the funny part is I don't care about spoilers anymore. I read plots before I watch something. Next, you're gonna say M&S is cheap. I feel like M&S is very similar to Waitrose, but no, they're both quite similarly priced now, aren't they? M&S is quite expensive, I agree with you. I feel like I'd rather go to Waitrose than M&S, but there's certain stuff in M&S. I like M&S. Coughing, sorry. I like M&S's cakes and their chocolate, like chocolate cakes, I guess. Certain stuff on M&S is good, like their snacks. But when it comes to like fresh ingredients and stuff, I feel like it's better to get it at Waitrose. That's my opinion on it anyway. Hello, Matt! Are you at home? Do you have pancakes? The Game Boy SP thing is the only thing I need to know to say the bullying is justified. Exactly! Exactly. The fact that I still remember it after all these years shows you how hurt I was by it. I have more energy in my voice. I feel like I had energy from the beginning. Guys, this is trying to gaslight me. You like spoilers now. You know, what if he trained me to like spoilers? What if it was all because of him? Okay, no, books are different. Books, it's very easy to finish. Like, you can read it in one go. So, for books, it's different. For books, I finish it. I don't need spoilers because I can finish it. I can get to it by reading. It's constant stimulation when it's reading. When it's TV shows or films, I get very... I just lose attention. I can't... Okay, it's either one of two things. I either lose attention or lose focus, or I'm so absorbed and like I'm analyzing a lot, and it makes me miss other things. So to lessen the brain load, I want to know basic stuff so I can focus on those less and focus more on the like implicit meanings of, like, I don't know, the scripts or the composition or Because the thing a lot of people don't realize, right, when it comes to, especially let's say non-animated films, a lot of people don't understand the cinematography. Everything is very intentional. The focus of the shot, the composition of the shot, the expression on the actor's face, the way a line is delivered, also the scripting, right? It's all very, very deliberate because they're trying to like pass off a certain message or meaning. There's a lot of implicit understandings you need, which can actually develop the plot. No, I'm not a cinema snob. I barely go to the cinema, but I think to fully enjoy writing, you have to understand the implicit meanings behind what's written. So, I think when it comes to watching stuff, and it's the same with anime, right? It's actually the same with anime and on the TV shows. I'm not talking about things like, I don't know, Kamen Rider, things for kids. But when it comes to even just anime, there's a lot of stuff that has implicit understanding. Like, you have to really think about what's going on. And maybe everyone else's brain works on overdrive, but mine, no. So I have to use a lot of brain energy, I guess. So it's easier on my brain if I already know basic plot stuff that I don't have to think about. So I can focus on the other stuff. And also, spoilers are good because if I know that it's going to be an interesting story, then I'm more committed to finishing it. So like for an anime or a film or something like that. M&S is more ready food. Rachels is more raw ingredients. Yes, exactly. That's yeah. There we go. That's right. So I would usually get the ready-made stuff from M&S. And I like the quality and the flavor of their ready-made stuff. He spoiled so much Kamen Rider and Gundam stuff for me. Phantom, he deserved bullying. Good for snacks and flavored butters and stuff. Yes, I got like all my snacks and cake kind of stuff from M&S. Asda's all around. I've never liked Asda. I never liked it. Okay, have a good class, Gerard. You're probably gone by now, right? But have a good class. How's everyone's pancakes turn out? So wait, exactly. Where did was it Jackass who was making the souffle pancakes? I did not go to film school. Actual cinema. No, I'm just telling you how it is. If you want to appreciate an artist's work, you've got to appreciate the art fully. It doesn't matter what kind of artist, whether they're a director, writer, a painter. People don't, you know, they put a lot of effort and energy into creating stuff. You have to appreciate it as a consumer. Otherwise, it's not fair, right? It's not fair on them. About to witness a machine gun. I did a machine gun when I was talking about it. Understanding as an artist's intention is very important. Exactly. And I feel like especially with writing as well. With writing, depending on how you manipulate language, you can really control the consumers or readers' feelings. For example, you know that Netflix drama, You, about that guy who was stalking the girl? So I actually read that book. I read the book before the Netflix show came out. And a funny story, by the way. Wait, hold on. Before I start this next tangent, let me just catch up with the comments so I'm not too far behind. Is she just... You have to have a certain IQ meme for anime? Oh my god. If you choose to enjoy things at face value, like my older brother, you know, you don't really understand the actual themes, that you do you, like, that's fine. But like I said, I prefer to appreciate the directors or writers' actual intentions. Like, this is why I enjoy Gundam, right? Because Gundam actually does have very deep themes about, you know, military and war and morals and things like that. It's not just giant robots fighting. And it's more enjoyable when you understand the feelings of the writers and you appreciate their art and their effort. That's how I enjoy it anyway. If you don't want to enjoy it that way, then you know that's completely fine. You like that you can share spoilers with me? Yes, exactly. You can explain why, and you know that I appreciate it too. Oh yeah, Kai was making protein pancakes. Kai, what happened to your pancakes? Did you eat them? Were they good? Enjoyment you get from stories is how did we get there? Well, exactly. That's also thinking. That's stuff you have to think about. Is Fishbro watching for the plot or the plot? I don't think he knows what's going on half the time when he watches something. I'll be honest with you. That's he doesn't know what's going on. he's just there for the ride. He's just enjoying whatever he's seeing. If war is bad, why is robots so rad? I've never heard that phrase before in my life. Mecha hatsuon ii. Oh my god, that's karu na. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't say oh my god. I don't say oh my god like Americans. I say oh my god. I'm stretching, sorry, give me a second. You watch this to enjoy it. I watch to understand what the directors and artists were thinking. We're not the same. The enjoyment comes from understanding. Explain to me the importance of the slow-mo shot of High School of the Dead of bullets going in between the booba. It's to make the, you know, the boys enjoy it. You know, that's all there is to it. Maybe the girls too. I never watched it, so I wouldn't know. But you know, it's all for enjoyment at the end of the day. I think as an artist, especially one with any sort of popularity, you come to terms with people misinterpreting your art drawing and drawing their own conclusions or taking it at face value. At least when you're drawing your own conclusions, right, you are still engaging with the art. So it's not as bad as just like taking something at face value. Oh, they tasted amazing, but the better shape. I thought they held their shape better when they were thicker. Did you get to see G-Quarks? I did, but I'm not going to talk about it because I think a lot of people haven't. And I know the general consensus is no spoilers. Are you into Western robot franchises like Transformers? I was when I was younger, yeah, but not. I haven't really had the time to keep up to date with anything other than Gundam. Sorry, I need to cough. I think I'm talking too much. Oh, I know why. The air is really dry because of the aircon. Oh, it's really dry. Ugh. Soれは得意でいいのか。冗談だよ。Slow-mo is actually used to emphasize the incredible reflexes and the dramatic tension of a scene. Also booba. Actually. Yes, what Dun said. High School of the Dead is mostly fan service. There is anime just for fan service, but Gundam is not an anime just for fan service. You know, if you're watching anime just for fan service, I'm not saying you need to find out the inner true meaning of the direction of this anime. It's not about, I'm not being like that. You're just deliberately trying to misinterpret me. It's hard being an artist. It's also hard being a streamer like me. He was deliberately trying to misinterpret me. You felt an ominous tickle in your throat last night. Kind of worried. Oh, well, don't get sick. Daisy takes all the moisture. Should I just... I can't bother to turn it off. Okay, my tea's gone cold as well. What was I feel like I was going to say something. Oh yeah, the book. Okay, hold on. Let me just finish my tea. Ugh, so cold. So I was saying earlier, right? This was years ago. I was on the train. I was on the tube, actually, in London. And you know, on the tube, people read books. I'm not being a weirdo, right? But when I see people reading books on the tube and I'm just like standing there, and you know, they're sitting down, I'm standing, and I can see. I'm usually like leaning against the side panel thing next to the door. So if someone's like sitting at the end seat, sometimes when I'm bored, I really like to read. I think something I haven't mentioned to you guys, I really like to read. If I see text, my eyes just like absorb the information. So when someone's reading a book on the tube, my eyes are just like they just like slide over and start reading along with them because I'm bored, you know, until my stop comes. So I remember reading, so someone was reading You by Caroline Kepnes, right? So I was just casually reading the book, like whatever page I had it open, and it was so crazy. Like what I was reading was very intriguing, to the point where, well, I couldn't see what book she was reading, right? Because she was like, the pages were open, I couldn't see the front. So what I did was I memorized like a few sentences of the book. And then when I got connection on my phone, I went on Google and I she wrote down the sentences I memorized to try and reverse search and see which book it was. And that's how I found the book, You by Caroline Kepnes. And that's how I began reading that book. Now, the reason I'm talking about this is because you don't have the context of what you're reading. I know, I'm aware enough, but it's just a bad habit. If I see text, I'll just read it. No, but then remember what I said earlier, right? Sometimes I need to know the story before I get any interest in reading it. So the writing, and also because I don't want to waste time reading a book and then I discover the writing is really bad. So if the writing style is good, I'm more inclined to read it. So going back to the topic, this writer is very good she's very good at writing. I didn't even watch the Netflix drama for this show because I just knew it was going to be bad, but the book, it was so masterfully written. At least the first book. I think she did make a second one, but the first one was so well written. And what I mean by that is, if it was your first time reading the book, so it's in the point of the view of the guy, the main character's the stalker guy, right? And he's crazy. He's a psycho. He's like he's obviously supposed to be a crazy guy, right? But she writes it in such a way where you actually sympathize with him, even empathize with him. And yes, that's right. It's from the Unreliable Narrator. Yeah, he's an unreliable narrator, but like you don't even get, you're actually like swept in. What's the word? You actually are so like hoodwinked by him. You don't even realize he's an unreliable narrator until at least halfway. It's so entertaining. It's like it's even better than watching a show because your mind is tricked in such a clever way. So for me, I found that quite fun. Yeah, unreliable narrations are so fun to read. Like, I hate it sometimes because then it tricks me. I was believing one thing the whole time, and it wasn't until the end I realized, oh, they were just crazy all along. Sometimes I hate it, but in this case, it was actually really good, I think. My little game was to guess if someone was reading a book I'd worked on, used to work in publishing. It happened exactly once and I was buzzing the whole day. Ooh, we have a publisher chip here. Interesting. What's your favorite book? I don't like this question. I really hate. What's your favorite XYZ? Because I don't have just one favorite. You know, for my I'm almost finished my marshmallow Q&A questions, right? I have a loads left. All sitting in a folder. In fact, I'm going to tell you how many's in here. And the reason I've put them all in a folder is because I'm really like dreading answering them. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. There's 18 questions of what's your favorite XYZ. And I hate answering those questions because I don't have just one favorite of anything. So it's really hard for me to answer those kinds of questions. And I've just let these questions build up. I've not even gotten to touching any of them for the Q&A streams, and I'm really dreading the day I'm gonna have to get to them. But yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I just. I understand why people ask it. But yes, okay, maybe I just yeah. How about top 5? Top 5 is fine. Top 5 is okay because top 5 you can there's a that you can have a variation, right? And then you can discuss why they're in the top 5. What's your favorite XYZ is a horrible question. That's what I'm saying, right? I can't just have one favorite. It all depends on my mood and also the genre. There's so many genres. Do we need to send more? I've still got another 20 left in the inbox, not including those what's your favorite XYZ questions. So I'd say no, not for now. But maybe later. If you want to send more now, that's okay. That's okay. If done well, I end up almost disliking myself for a bit because I had sympathized with them. Me sympathizing with the... I can't even remember his name anymore. The guy from the main character of You, the crazy guy, the unreliable narrator guy. It made me realize a lot of things about myself. Made me think, wow, maybe I'm the incel. Maybe I am an incel unk all along inside. It's me. Maybe I am a man. Do you also dabble in fanfic perchance? No, I don't read fanfiction, but when I was younger, I did. And maybe out of all the fanfiction I've read, only 2 or 3 were actually very well written, and I hope whoever wrote them became authors because they were just very good at writing. I have categories of book favorites. Well, there's genres of books. There's genres. You know, there's children's books, there's teen fiction, there's philosophy, there's psychology, there's romance. You know, there's English literature, classics and stuff. Like there's loads of genres. Like you can't just pick one, right? Yeah, your favorite music of all time. There's one song you'll always listen to. I listen to loads of songs. And I'm not indecisive. I have decisions. I just don't like to lock into one because I don't think that's fair. That's like saying who's the most beautiful person in the world. There's tons of beautiful people in the world. And there's like so many different like races and stuff, right? Or like ethnicities or whatever, right? So you can't just say, oh, this one person is the most beautiful because there's such a variety in humans that you'd have to say at least, you gotta whistle it down to at least one group of people and say in each group there's this one that's the most beautiful. That's why I find like, you know, beauty competitions and stuff very strange because like, you should at least have one for one each genre of human. Genre of human is crazy. You know what I mean, right? Like it doesn't make sense to just say one when there's so many different types and subcategories of stuff. Yeah, narrowing it down to top 5 or something is okay. Or narrowing it down to one of each genre, like say your favorite book. Like even then, books, there's so many books. 3 of one genre? Like 3 classical literatures or something. If you want to send good Maros, go send them. But I'm actually trashing the bad ones. I'm not gonna answer the stupid ones. But don't ask what's your favorite, please. I'm gonna throw it into the bin if you ask. What's something memorable that you've read or watched? You can tell Dance is a publisher just from that. Dance knows how to write engaging questions. Unk mentioned. Incel Unk is insane. I think that's me. I'm the Incel Unk inside. It's okay, Gumi is as well. It's not just me. You mentioned like sci-fi. I like sci-fi as well. So that's what I'm saying. Like you can't just choose one. There's too much good stuff out there. Exactly. My sister's friend went from fanfics to Mills and Boon author. I don't even know what the second and third thing is. Now she's a consult. Oh, Mills and Boon's author. Oh, sorry. I don't even know what was wrong with me there. Mills and Boon's author, and now she's a consultant for Euro literature, giving talks and lectures around the world. Wow. Wow. That's nice. You say me and smile. Who's the most beautiful person in the world? Me. My favorite human genre is crazy. You know what I mean, though, right? You know, you guys know what I mean. You know what I mean. What was I gonna say? But yeah, that's where things are right now. Stretching, cause give me a second. I feel like I was I needed to say something else. I had something else to talk about and I forgot. What was I gonna say? Why is there a cat hair on my desk? I don't have a cat. Huh. Hold on, I feel like I had something to say and I forgot. Bye fish, happy birthday pancakes. It's not my birthday, it's pancake day. Ghost cat. It's like a white or blonde cat hair kind of thing. That kind of like browny blonde color. Random cat just showed up. I actually don't know where it came from. You know when I get home, right? I usually change my outside clothes before I go into my room, but today... Oh, you're saying happy birthday to my pancakes. Alright. Okay, happy birthday to my pancakes. But usually I take my clothes off before I enter my room. And change to my inside clothes. But today I actually wore my coat inside my room because it was very cold and I just came home to pick something up before I went back out again. So I think it might have like come in from then. I didn't touch a cat though, so It's not my birthday! It's not my birthday! Stop making things up, it's not my birthday! You know, now I'm thinking about books. I don't know if this is just a British thing, but did anyone, when you were a kid, did you read like the Molly Moon series or the Alex Rider, The Spy by Anthony Horowitz? I really liked Anthony Horowitz. Also, I forgot the... Sorry. I can't remember the book's name. Jiggy McHugh. Did anyone read Jiggy McHugh, the Michael Lawrence series. That one really scared me. Why? Thank you so much for the super sticker. Arigato. It's not my birthday though. 誕生日じゃない. It's not my birthday. Look, now everyone's thinking it's my birthday. Alex Rider, yes. I love the Alex Rider books. I think I've seen Molly. Does she have a pug? Yes. That Molly. Molly Moon with the pug, and she did the hypnotism stuff. Artemis Fowl. Oh yeah, Artemis Fowl was good. I wasn't really into it as much as Alex Rider though. Goosebumps book. Oh, so Goosebumps also gave me nightmares. But I read Goosebumps more when I was like 5 or 6. Percy Jackson. I wasn't really into Percy Jackson either. Alex Rider was the best. Those are very British sounding books. Oh my gosh. Drake! It's not my birthday! Don't go gifting memberships! But thank you so much for the gifted membership. But it's not my birthday! Wait, so Alex Rider and Molly Moon, Jiggy McHugh, I think those are all British. I'm sorry, I'm a literate fish. It's okay, most of the chips are, don't worry. You read Molly when you're like 12? Okay, so I was around the same age, I think, when I read the Molly Moon books, but it was written so well. Same with Alex Rider books as well, by Anthony Horowitz. Like, you see, for me, I think a book is written well when you can even read it as an adult. Because those are children's books, right? Or like young teen books. Molly Moon was a children's book, I think, right? Alex Rider, I would say, is a teen. But the fact that I can, read it now, that just shows the writing is very good. There's another more abstractly written book. I just don't remember the name of the author. Let me just Google it again. Also, Jiggy McHugh was really creepy. Like, it was written well, but I'm pretty sure the writer, Michael Lawrence, he's got something wrong. He needs to get his brain checked. I just remembered it was so weird. Jerry Spinelli. I think it might be Jerry Spinelli's an American author. It's a young adult novel. Yeah, that book was written really strangely. But well, it was written well. It's very strange. Did anyone read the Goosebumps parody book? It was vomit themed. I did not. No. I read Wings of Fire. You've probably never heard of it. I've not heard of it. Mortal Engine series. I've never heard of that one. I'll Google that. Hank the Cow Dog Enjoyers? Never heard of that. 誕生日じゃないの? じゃない. It's not my birthday, guys. Don't say it's my birthday. Percy Jackson's a big I've never actually read Percy Jackson. I knew it was really popular, but I never bothered reading it because I'm a contrarian. I don't like reading the popular stuff. Wait, Percy Jackson was outsold by Alex Rider because it was before the American wave of teen fic. Wait, is Percy Jackson American? Alex Rider is definitely British. I still love the Alex Rider books. Good taste. I wish I had the entire collection, by the way. I had the entire hardback collection. They released like a special hardback edition, I think. I collected the entire thing. And they're in the UK still. I love the Alex Rider books. So good. Biff and Kipper. Whoa, that's like, isn't that like nursery level, year 1? Young adult books, but yeah, I still enjoy that genre today. Yeah, I mean, I think if they're written well, you can still enjoy it even as an old adult. Yeah, an old one. You have terrible memory, so you can't. Oh, I mean, if you weren't really much of a reader, it's different. For me, reading was my escape. Reading was my. I read a lot of books. I was actually. Oh, I'm gonna sound like such a nerd. I don't know if I should say this. I'm gonna sound like such a nerd. I don't want to say it. I'm not gonna say it. Oh, you never... Oh, okay, no. Okay, the Hunger Games series, right? That's different, man. Because okay, I'm going to sound like, well, I got into it before everyone else did. But I actually read Hunger Games when it first came out. So when the first book came out and there wasn't a second book. And it was really, really, really good. I really enjoyed it because it reminded me of like Battle Royale and stuff. And I thought it was quite well written. But then it became too popular, the new ones came out, the ending was stupid, it turned into a film, which was even more stupid, and it just got ruined. But the first one was pretty good, I think. The only book series you have an entire collection of is Narnia. Oh, okay, Chronicles of Narnia was also very good. I really like old authors as well. Enid Blyton was one of my favourite ones. I know she got cancelled though. Beatrix Potter. Very good authors. I feel like I started reading more the older I got. What kind of stuff do you read then, Phantom? What a Hunger Games hipster. I'm not a hipster! I'm not a hipster. I'm just saying. I read a lot of stuff as they came out. Okay, I'm gonna say what I was gonna say before, but... You think the greatest young adult fiction ever written was The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle? You know, Hungry Caterpillar is actually Gumi's favourite book. It's a very cute book. Okay, so when I was in school, I loved reading so much to the point where I just like lived and breathed in the library. Because to me, the library was... Imagine giving a kid an unlimited supply to chocolate. That's how I felt in the library because I was addicted to reading. I think I told you all before, I absorb like words, process words faster than like listening, any auditory information, right? So, the fact that the library had unlimited access to books, it was like a dream. You know, like, whoa, so many books to read, this is crazy. And I think during my entire time at school, I had taken out about 2,000 books. I actually worked, okay, another thing this is the thing I wasn't gonna say, but I'm gonna say it. I actually worked in the library as a volunteer position. So when other kids wanted to borrow books, I could like, you know, I'll do the thing on the PC for them and like do the beepy thing and, you know, let them take it out. So the reason why I worked in the library is because you don't get the book, because obviously there's a limitation when you take books out, right? But if I worked in the library, I can just sit there and read while I'm working there, and I'm able to borrow it and then return it within the same day if I finish reading it. So it just meant that I can borrow and read a lot more. So I ended up borrowing about 2,000 books. So it was really cool because you could see the number on the system, right? So, and I was able to see that I had borrowed the most out of the entire school. But that was the best part about working in the library. It's just like unlimited entertainment. It was bad though because it meant I didn't really study, but I had fun. I had fun, and that's what counts. Psychological horror stories mostly. Do you have any recommendations? Author recommendations? I was a library bookworm too. Oh, that's probably why you went into publishing, Dance. Sounds good. I should have done that too. I should have done that. The posh school. You know what? Are you British chips judging me? Do you like listen to me speak and think, whoa, what a posh twat? Is that what you think about me? No, if not. Going to grammar school just means you're a nerd, not that you're posh or anything. It just means you're a nerd. Just means you're good at school. You got an award in school for reading all the books you had in the class. Oh, just unlocking childhood memories for me. I remember this was back before I moved to London. I participated. Oh my god! So the town library had this like summertime competition, I think, Oh, it's called the reading. It was called the reading maze. Oh my gosh! And they actually like, okay, so you had to like borrow a certain amount of books and get the stamps. And I won the maze, and I got a medal. I wonder where it is. I still remember the shape of the medal and everything. I got a medal. I think I was only like 8 or something, maybe younger. I like that libraries awarded you for that kind of stuff though. You used to max out your library card. What was your borrowing limit? We only had a limit of 3 in my school, I remember. If it was fiction. If it was for studying, you got 5. Librarian fish is so very on brand. On brand! It's crazy. You're saying that my brand is being a nerd? Thank God young fish love reading books rather than reading internet forums. I mean, you couldn't. Not in school. They were all like blocked, weren't they? My dark past, I was on an internet forum. It was an anime one. I'm not... I was on an internet forum. It was an anime one where we discussed anime. We did anime discussions and oh my god, okay, I feel like I need to tell you this because it's actually really funny. It was really funny. So this anime forum, right? So obviously forums are big and there's lots of different sections, but there was only one main section where I used to frequent, and it was like the battle section. Oh my god, you guys are gonna think, oh, I don't even know if I should say this. You're gonna bully me so hard. You're gonna bully me so hard. Fish, think about this. Do you want to reveal a darkest secret? Yeah, I'm gonna reveal it. Anyway, so I was in this battle section, which meant like, oh my god, this is so nerdy. So nerdy. So in this section, okay. So in this section, people used to jinx. I can't believe I'm gonna say this. In this section, people used to get random anime characters like Dragon Ball, Naruto, or Hitman Reborn or something. I can't believe I did this. And you'd get matched up against someone, and you both have like a team of characters from one anime. 9 reasons why Vegeta would beat 9-tailed Naruto. Okay, so basically like that, yes. But listen. It's a bit more complicated. So you get the characters, you get the anime or whatever. You got to choose a team of characters, and there's like requirements you have to fit. Like they can't be like over this, like, you know, they had to. No, it's not role playing though. Okay, so let me explain. It wasn't role playing. You don't write like, oh, Vegeta goes into Super Saiyan mode and blah blah. You don't do that. No, you do. You don't say, oh, you don't talk in first person. You kind of list it in bullet points, for example, and you do contingency plans. So, for example, let's say it's Goku versus Naruto, right? Then you say, so if your team is... No, but it's not 1v1. It's a team versus team. And you've got to pick who's in your team. And it's not RPing because you're not role-playing. You're just, it's more, yes, it's like a Pokemon battle. Yes, exactly. So there's stats and stuff like that. And you have to refer to the moves, the moveset that they have in the actual anime. And then, yeah, contingency plans, because you have to post your battle plan, right? Like how the fight would go. So, God, I don't remember the details anymore. But there was a lot of strategy involved. So the people who did this kind of game, I guess, were like people who are really into strategy. So it's more like posting a strategy plan of how these characters would fight and who would win and why they would win. Because from what I understand, role-playing is you pretending to be a character and you write a story. This is not a story, and you weren't pretending to be any character. You were listing out the strategies of how these characters could win in a battle. Yes, it's tactical strategy. Yep. It was, yeah, that's what it was. It was a tactical strategy game. So that was the only section I used to post in that section, and it's like checkers, but you gotta explain why your sides will win. Yes, or rather, I think it's more like chess. It's chess, but instead of like the chess rules, you're using the character's abilities. So that's what I used to. What was your team? It depended on like what we were given. Like if it was Naruto, for example, like, and you were only allowed to use like certain characters. Which team was your most memorable? So the thing with me, right, I'm not too big-brained compared to those other people. My specialty in general in life, and this still applies to me, even now. I work better when I'm given less options. Because it makes my brain forced to think. It forces my brain to think strategically if I have less options, right? So I used weak characters like Sakura, for example. If it's Naruto, then it's Sakura because she has like the least abilities out of all of them. So you've got to think really strategically when it comes to like Sakura or Tenten or people with like less moves and abilities compared to, I don't know, like Naruto or Sasuke, right? So I used characters who are weaker, because it forced me to think about how to use terrain. Oh, another thing is we were given the terrain, we were given the map as well. So I had to think about more how to use terrain to advantage and stuff like that. So I think I won a battle using like a really weak team, and that's what I remember. It was a Naruto one, so like Sakura and someone I don't remember. Notorious, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Welcome, Shadox. Welcome to the memberships. Choice paralysis is hard. Choice paralysis is maybe the bane of my existence. But anyway, that's my embarrassing backstory. That was my life. Working in a library is your mom's dream's job. So I was working in a school library, but actual like libraries are closing down in the UK. There's actually not many of them left anymore. Like actual libraries. When they remember your library ID because you borrowed that much. So I was the one checking in and checking out the books, so my librarian gave me special permission to read adult books that were restricted for kids because she thought I was mature and reading for the plot. What were you reading for then, dunce? Psychological horror? Try the newspaper! Very funny. I was actually this close to being a writer instead of an artist. Why did you... What made you not choose the writing path, Aaron? Happy Pancake Day, Cole! Grammar school? She admitted it, Chips! I also went to a grammar school. See? What's wrong with going to a grammar school? See? See, we have another grammar school student here. Nothing wrong with it. Grammar school makes you a nerd. British grammar school makes you a posh nerd. But you don't need to... Okay, no. If it's a private school, you can say, oh, you know, you're a posh twat. But if it's grammar, anyone could enter that one. You just have to pass your 11 plus. It's not that hard. Hold on. Oh, I'm still catching up to... Oh my god, the comments still jumping. Now you've got me thinking about psychological stuff. I'm remembering this manga I read. I think I mentioned it before. When I was like 11 or 12, I read the manga Liar Game, and I remember it was so confusing to my 11-year-old brain. Like, what the hell am I reading? But I read that manga about 3 times. That's how much I loved it. At different stages of my life as well. So when I was older, I understood it a lot more. But I learned a lot about psychology from that manga. It was a seinen manga, and I read it when I was like 11. If you knew how you could get past the blocks on the PT at school. I mean, I wasn't that like desperate to use the internet at school. To me, the books were more appealing. The unlimited books were way more appealing because I could just use the internet when I was at home, right? So it's not. Yeah, it wasn't like I wasn't so desperate. I know what she's going to say. What dance? What did you think I was going to say? Is what I said? Is that what you predicted? I feel like no one predicted what I was about to say. She's blushing from saying I could tell. My face was really hot. My face was super hot. I've never admitted this to anyone, but Gumi knows, but like no one else. That was my dark past. But at least it wasn't RP. At least I wasn't an RP. I'm not a writer. I've never been creative. So, oh, you thought I was gonna be an RP? No. I'm not a writer. I'm not creative at writing at all. I'm not creative in general at anything, but especially writing, I'm really bad. Writing strategies and plans, easy. It's fine. There's no creativity. Well, there is a certain level of creativity, yes, but not creative writing. The writing itself is not the art, right? It's the brain game. It's the strategy. That's the art. Hold on. I'm just catching up. I feel like there's people here who were RPers in their past. You gain a cool point for the library, but you lose a point for this. The hate watching will continue. Wow, that is a certified hate watcher comment right there. Weak characters like Sakura, I love it. I used to hate her so much, so I challenged myself to put her in my team. This was more in depth than what we did at school, and I'm jealous now. I mean, I didn't do this at school. I did this on the forums, the anime forums. You know, I was when I first discovered forums, I was just super young and probably definitely not the age to go on forums. But I didn't really post much other than the one I was talking about. I just joined a bunch of forums because it was a thing, right? I remember I joined like Linkin Park forums, Tamagotchi forums, and I was like, whoa, there's like forums, you can talk to people about these things. But like, I was so young, I didn't even know how to type properly or talk properly. It was so cringe. It was so cringe. But I feel like the forum that I was on, the one where I did the battles, the strategy battles, I feel like that forum helped me grow up. I met some really like, I mean, not met in real life, but you know, the people there were arguing, they were quite like older, and they're all very like mature people. So I feel like I matured early because of them. Like they were very like, you know, surprisingly, they were very normal people. They were very normal people. There were no creeps or anything like that. So I feel like I was almost like mentored into like not making any, like being a kid. It's like I skipped the kid process of my life because I was surrounded by so many like older people that I matured earlier. And it's the same like when I met Gumi, right? And she's a bit older than me, so she was basically the elder sister I never had. And I feel like I grew up a lot and skipped a lot of the process of, you know, when you grow up, right, naturally you make a lot of mistakes. Like I don't know, commit too much to your first job and then you get fired and you're like so mad, why did I commit so much and they fired me? Or I don't know, like you party at university and then you fail uni. I don't know, like, you know, stupid mistakes I imagine young people make. Like I never went through any of that because I feel like I got to see the consequences of those actions from other people before I could go through it myself. And then when you see the consequences, like other people going through it, then you learn, oh, I better not do that. It's kind of like touching fire, right? Often people would have to touch the fire to realize, oh, it hurts. And you don't touch fire after that. But if you see someone touching fire before you, you see the hands burn, you know, okay, I shouldn't, you know that, okay, I should avoid that, I shouldn't do that. And I think I was really lucky in that regard, where I got to learn a lot about life before I got to live life. And that's something I'm really grateful for sure. Let's see. Terrain, that's quite an intricate game you had. I'm telling you, these battle strategy games we did, they're really, really, really like super in detail. Super, super, super detailed, and it's really hard. You really had to use, like, these were big brain people who used to like do this stuff. Thank you for sharing. My embarrassing backstory is that I did homework at break time and lunchtime, so I could play on the PlayStation and computer and watch cartoons when I go home. I did the same thing. I did all my homework at school, so I didn't have to do it at home. I did the exact same thing. Oh my gosh, I'm so behind. I'm so behind. No. A lot of libraries do audiobooks now. Yeah, I'm not an audiobook person though. I think they did audiobooks even back in my time as well. Back in my time, kids. Back in my time, they had audiobooks. But yeah, I never used them. They wouldn't let you in your school's library? Why, Phantom? Why? Boarding school is super posh? I was about to go to one, but I didn't because I moved to London. Before I moved to London, I was supposed to go to one of those as well. I was too far deep into art school to switch to writing, but here I am now submitting novel entries to contests. Well, I hope you win, Aaron. I hope you win. There's nothing stopping you from, you know, doing your, following your passions. I hate to admit it, but I was a young lad discovering women in fiction, and these books had naughty moments. The story was kind of trash, but I wasn't reading it for the plot. You meant those kinds of adult books? Oh my gosh. That's really funny. See, I was more cultured. I enjoyed moments in Jane Eyre. Those moments, while not written particularly raunchily, it was still very, you know... it was still very, you know... You see, you've got to have taste when it comes to these things. It's called Liar Game, but yeah, I would recommend people... It's an old manga, and the art's not particularly good, but if you can get over the whole art style, it's a very, very good manga, in my opinion. Oh my god. I just remembered, I was actually part of a Liar Game forum as well, because there was a whole community of people who tried to like replicate the games. So we'd play the games on the forum. But that was way too big brain though. That was a bit too big brain for me. Those are really smart, like really, really smart people, and I was not that smart. I was too dumb for that, so I didn't commit to that one. But I just remembered, yeah. Try watching Gundam Wing with all its factions, intrigue, and ideology at the age of 8. Same feeling of confusion. That was me with Ava. When I first watched Ava, I was like, what, 12? You watched Ava when you were 8? You were so confused. I was also like really young when I watched Gundam Wing, so I didn't understand a thing. Same with Ava, like I was like 11, I was very confused. Same with Ghost in the Shell. You admitted to something even nerdier, but it's not as embarrassing as RP. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think what I did was nerdy, yes. But I think RP is just actually embarrassing. That's just... People who RP'd... I'm not going to finish what I'm going to say. RP on an anime forum is probably a shade darker of dark history. That's true, that's true. But I think mine is on a very, very high nerd level. I hated Sakura too. Let's go, Kai! Let's go! I was a certified hate poster. I used to like hate post about her so much. I used to hate her so much. Still can't believe that Sakura is the only ninja that passed the test by studying. She should have failed for that alone. Tamagotchi. Tamagotchi daisuki. I love Tamagotchi, by the way. I still have them. I have like 3 right now in my room. Baby fish joining forums while barely knowing how to talk needs to be... Okay, you know why? It's my brother's fault. My older brother, right? So he was part of this Dragon Ball forum. I don't even know if it still exists. That's actually where he met his first like community of like friends, I guess. So obviously I used to just copy everything my brother did. So when I discovered forums because of him, I would Google like Tamagotchi. I would just type on Google Tamagotchi forum, like all my interests. I'll just write the interest with forum, and obviously it existed. So that's how I joined forums. But like again, it was like the case of when I used to play Halo Combat Evolved, right? I was so young when I played that, and there was like text chat, and I was so young. I didn't even know how to speak properly. For example, someone in the text chat would maybe said, "Oh, I like this gun. I like the needler," and I didn't know how to say "me too." Like I had like some brain moment where I was like, "How do I say that?" So I said, "So is me. So is me." That's how young I was. If you want any indication of how young I was, that's how young I was. That's you know, kids should not be at the internet at that age, but you know, it is what it is. Thankfully, I was a bit older when I was doing the strategy battle stuff. I was much older. I was like a teenager by then, so I knew how to write. I knew how to write at that point. To be honest, it's not that embarrassing. When I was in school, me and my friends would make our dream football teams and compare the teams, same concept. That sounds cool though, because that's you and your physical friends doing it. I feel like that's like a bonding activity. They were very normal people in Anime Girl. Okay, no, but the people on that forum strategy part, at least the strategy section, they were normal, as in they weren't... You'd expect like proper weirdos on the internet, right? But I mean, when I say normal, what I mean is they're not like, I don't know. They treated me normally. I remember there was this one girl. This one girl was like... So obviously I wasn't even 18 then. This girl was like 21. And she was like into BL. And I wasn't into BL, right? So she was like really into like, I don't know, Naruto and Sasuke or something like that. And she was like, don't worry, when you turn 18, you're gonna love BL. And that moment still stuck in my head because like when I turned 18, I was like, I don't love BL yet. What's wrong with me? BL is boys love, by the way. So there were some weirdos, obviously. But still normal. There were normal weirdos, I would say. She's like, when you're 18, you're gonna love alcohol. I was like, I'm 18 now, I don't love alcohol. So they did treat me like a kid. They treated me appropriately, I think. And I think expecting that from random people on the internet, I mean, you can't really expect that from random people on the internet. If someone knows that you're under 18 on the forum, they're probably going to try and, I don't know, groom you or something. But that never happened to me, which is why I was so grateful. Because I feel like, if anything, they all collectively raised me. They all, like, raised me. Huh? Like, when you turn 18, there's a switch that automatically flips? That's what I was saying! That's what I was thinking! I was like, wait, what does that even mean? Am I just gonna change when I'm 18? What happens when you turn 18? But yes, no, I did not change much when I was 18. I don't think I've changed much in general since I was a teenager. Not too much. I haven't changed that much. Maybe a bit, no, actually, I think I'm less like emo. I'm less jaded compared to how I was when I was a teenager. I think I'm a better person now, but I was surrounded by older people most of my life, so I matured quickly. I was always told to be seen and not heard, so I never had any siblings. Wait, you're a single child, Cry? You know, to all single children out there, I know some of you love being single, like, you know, only children. But you know what? I feel sorry for you. I feel like having a sibling is like having a friend at home, and it teaches you how to interact with people outside. That's just my opinion though. Well, also research, psychological researchers and stuff has shown that is the case. But yeah, anyway. He did forums, paintball, cars, and football. Good old days. That sounds like a good childhood. They touch fire? I want to try. Different kinds of mentalities, okay? Some people, you know, they're more cautious. They're like, okay, I know not to do that. I don't want a burnt hand. The internet lets kids learn about the world so quickly, bypassing traditional teaching. It's so radical if you think about it. You know, I'm actually glad I was born in a generation where I was able to benefit from the internet compared to... What's the opposite of benefit again? Like, you know, nowadays I think it's gone a bit just too much. I feel like the quick gratification you get from doom scrolling, you know, YouTube shorts and TikTok stuff, TikToks and things. I think that's, I mean, that's actually changing your brain chemistry, right? It's to the point where like it's like induced ADHD in kids, and I'm glad that I didn't have to suffer through that. I'm glad I was born in the generation where I didn't have to be addicted to TikTok, I guess. Can we still have pancakes? Beans, go and get your pancakes. Is it still the 4th for you, right? Enjoy your pancakes. Don't know what it is, but I can't get into audiobooks of the format. No, same here. I just don't process auditory information as well as I do with written. Or visual, rather. Does anyone remember the Mafia games? Oh, yeah! Oh my god! That was another thing we used to play on forums as well. I never did it. I think I did it once, but I wasn't really interested. But it was more like RP with the Mafia ones, that's why. But I remember those. Liar game live action is so funny for its time. I didn't even bother watching it. I didn't bother watching it because I love the manga so much. I just knew the live action was going to be so bad because it's really hard to fit that kind of stuff in a live action. I think I was 16 when I watched Ava and barely understood it then. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you have to re-watch Ava as an adult to really understand it. What was she gonna say about RPAs? Nothing. Nothing. As a young lad, when Hero Yui antagonized a girl, I thought it was because girls are icky. Leave my autistic son alone. Oh yeah, that will do it. Dragon Ball forums. Actually, I think he met his solid, like, you know, friendship group from the Dragon Ball forums. Like, not even for Dragon Ball, it was just more like for Gundam stuff as well. Me 3. I wish I even just remembered the word me. I mean, or 2, sorry. So is me is like actual stupidity. I don't even know how I was so stupid at that age. Old Halo. Oh god, the comment just skipped. No. Ah. The old Halo PC multiplayer my school held down. Your school? Wow, lucky. Me AF. That's actually funny. Me AF. So you're trying to say, so was I, dearest brother. But I need that phrase. But I need that phrase up for so is me. I mean, it wasn't even a beaver. I'm pretty sure it was something like, oh, Needler is my favorite gun. I think pretty sure it was like a question. It was like a statement like that. It was. What the hell is so is me? Do you know why I remember? Do you remember I remember that as well? Because I had to ask my older brother, how do I say so is... Oh my god, that was so stupid. I was like 7. Maybe younger. I don't know. Okay, I was stupid. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Never get into BL, please. I think if you get into BL, it's not something you can suddenly get into. I think it's something that you'd get into as a teen or even younger, I think. Because all the girls I know who are into BL, right? They were into it since they were teens. It's not something that's like a switch that suddenly turns on when you're 18 or a certain age. I think if I ever was into BL, I would have gotten into it as a teenager, not now. He thought BL meant bacon and lettuce. The BLT. Yep, I'm a single chip. You can adopt siblings. The chips can be your siblings. Don't worry, Kai. Only child for 16 years, loved it. Does that mean you got a sibling after you turned 16? My younger sister basically is a only child and she hates it. She's really lonely, so yeah, I don't know if everyone loves it. I guess if you have nice parents who take care of you and love you a lot, then it's different. If you don't, then you're kind of screwed. If you don't have at least one sibling as your buddy. Only the real ones know the old internet and its crazy wonders. Yeah, you see kids nowadays, they don't know about that. Fish listening to Linkin Park in her emo phase. I listen to a lot of like just in rock music in general, but not for the words. It's more like the music was good. The music sounded good. I listen to Vocaloid and stuff as well. I listen to J-pop as well. It could be hard if said sibling is exact opposite in how you operate. I think if you're a sibling, right, it's your job to shape the rest of your siblings. Like, for me, like being into mecha and tokusatsu, like I don't think I would have naturally gotten into it myself. If my brother didn't introduce me to all of that, I probably wouldn't have gotten into it at all. Same with like video games, like shooters and stuff. I don't think I would be into that kind of stuff if it weren't from my brother. I agree. I feel like I grew up in the era where internet was something I benefited from before the brain rot. See, I think there was a point where the internet... Well, the internet has always been what you made of it, right? But it just felt a bit different back then. It was just... It was different. You had dial-up when you were like 15. Wasn't dial-up like in the 1990s? Oh, the comments, pancakes. Sorry, I'm still just catching up with the comments. Kids really do say the darndest things. Makes says teen years are usually when our preferences get more or less fixed. Yeah, like I've again, everyone, like all my friends, into the mostly are into the same things they were as they were when they were teenagers. Your mom married your stepdad and you had 2 siblings. I love them now, but I also enjoyed the only child life. Sounds like you had a good... I mean, it sounds like you had a good upbringing there, because I mean, usually you can tell if someone's a good... Most cases, I'm not saying all cases. If you had a good upbringing, you're usually a good person, you know, because you were taught values from your parents and shown love from your parents, right? So in most cases, I would say, it's because of the way you're raised. I studied attachment theory as well, child psychology, so I learned a lot about that. I'm the younger sibling. My older sister resented me while we grew up. We're very close now, we're older. Why did she resent you? Oh, I guess because you were younger, right? She probably got jealous, I'm assuming. Thanking the big man upstairs once again for making books fish... fish hyperfixation. Huh? My hyperfixation was books. I mean, okay, the reason why books were my hyperfixation is because I was kind of forced to read a lot since I was young, and I think when you're trained into something when you're young, it does dictate how, I mean, it's like, you know, if you eat vegetables when you're young, most likely you'll continue eating vegetables for the rest of your life without any like aversion. But a lot of kids don't like eating vegetables because, well, a lot of adults don't like eating vegetables because they weren't really forced or made to eat vegetables when they were young. It's same with reading, right? I was made to read like at the age of 2 or 3. Like I was made to, sorry, fish lore, dark lore. I was made to like memorize encyclopedias at the age of like 4 or 5. Which is really weird, right? So because I was like forced to read, no, but then I think that would have made me be negative towards books, right? No, I didn't like encyclopedias and like those kinds of like non-fiction, but fiction was the entertainment, the freedom. It was like watching TV, but easier because you can absorb information faster or process information faster when reading, at least for me, like I said. Kids today don't know the struggle of taking hours to download files. They don't know the struggles of the dial-up internet. I'm glad to have a sibling thought me to be a hater at a young age. So you huh? Early 2000s? Oh yeah, true. That was still like the Windows 2000s, right? Wasn't there Windows 2000? Kind of insane when you think about how the future president would grow up on Cocomelon and Skibidi Toilet. Hopefully we're not gonna be alive by then. We won't be alive. We'll all be dead. We'll be all like, you know, in the grave at that point. Having to scream at your family to stop using the phone. Oh, I think, and I do remember that. I remember that. Plenty of ups and downs, plenty of drama, but that's just life, right? Yeah, no, yeah, ultimately it's just life. Love your older sister. That's good. I'm glad if everyone has like healthy relationships with their siblings. That's good because it means you have someone, you have a buddy. Wow, that's young. I forgot what I said already. Oh, the encyclopedia thing, right? Yeah. It was really messed up. She resented me because I was medically challenged and required majority of the attention. Yeah, that situation is very, very common with kids. It's very common. I'm glad she changed though. I'm really glad that happened. I don't think I had a consciousness at 3 years old. My earliest memories are from 3 years old. I still remember stuff from 3. I thought that was normal though. You were forged and molded into what you are today. No, I definitely was. I definitely was. Forced to read encyclopedias and still saying so is me. I know, that's the crazy part. That's the crazy part. But at the same time, it reminds me that kids will always still be kids. It was just more like a brain freeze moment. I forgot how to say something. It was funny. I was forced to write as a kid. I was forced to write as a kid. As a grown man, I despise anything that requires me to write more than one sentence. Oh, school basically forces you to write. Don't you have like writing classes in school? And you couldn't upgrade to the pen unless you passed it. You had to write in like joint handwriting and it has to be neat before you can get your pen. That was primary school writing training. And the stroke order and everything of the alphabet. Did you guys not have that in America? I didn't know Windows 2000 existed. Everyone I know used XP. I think our first PC was a Windows 98. I have very, very vague memories, but I think it was a 98. And we got an XP like in the mid 2000s from what I remember. I was not conscious until I started watching Fish. I see. I've given everyone their brain wrinkles, their daily brain wrinkles. A few memories from 3 but strangely in black and white. That is strange. That's actually quite strange. Mine are in color. I still remember my first house. very, like, I remember it in full detail. Like, I can map it out. But that's good, actually. If you... It's a good way to keep your brain healthy as well. Keep visualizing your memories. Even if it means drawing things and mapping things out, it makes your memories stronger. It strengthens those connections, so keep doing it if you have time. Keep remembering your memories, just to keep your brain healthy and active. You vaguely remember 3? Yeah, I mean... Medically? No. Oh god, I can't speak English anymore. Research shows that kids do remember roughly, start remembering their memories from the age of 3. You held a grudge against your brother growing up because he told your mom after your fight that you were his problem? What does that mean? Why were you your brother's problem? What does that even mean? School is one thing. At home by my parents as a punishment is another thing. Whoa! Drake, you had like some British style punishment. That's, you know, in school, right, in the UK, if you got into trouble, you had to go to detention and you had to write lines. You literally had to write lines, forced to write. That was the punishment. You got the detention at home. You don't remember that? You didn't have that in there? The writing classes in primary school? Unlocking the pen is an unlocked memory. I don't think I've ever actually upgraded a pen in the end. Yeah, so actually, me too. Me too. Me too. My handwriting was and still is so messy, to the point one of my most shameful memories, I lost grades. I lost points in both my GCSEs and my A-levels because my writing was so illegible, but my teachers are so mean. They didn't let me type instead of write. But I did a lot of like science A-levels, so it was really hard to type them because you had to draw a lot of diagrams and stuff as well. So I don't know, but still, I mean, I lost a lot of my grades because of that. It's all because I never unlocked the pen in primary school. I'm still not conscious or sentient. Are you an AI, Jack? Windows 98 was pretty popular, wasn't it? I have no idea. I think Windows 95 was before 98, right? I know someone who was forced to copyright books because just to fix his writing. He still has the same writing since then. Same! No matter how much writing I've done. In fact, if anything, I think it's gone worse. It's worse. Oh god, it's not scrolling properly. Can you guys just stop typing for a second? I have granny memory. That is a crazy statement, Phantom. That's crazy. After calling me the granny. Are we all grannies now? Like fish, like chip? Writing lines was a punishment in America too? Oh, I thought that was just a British thing. Our school forced us to write the school rules. Oh, that is, yeah. That's bad. We had to write stuff like, you know, I must not or I should not do XYZ, whatever crime you committed that got you detention. I must not forget my school books again. Remember when we couldn't use the phone and the internet at the same time? Ah, feels like only yesterday. We have an old chip! We have an old chip here! My teacher described my handwriting like a spider fell in the ink in ink and danced on the page. Ooh, that's a creative. That's a creative way to describe your writing. Mine just turns into like flat lines. Yes, 95. was for 1990. Yes, I'm aware, Chips. I'm aware. I'm just saying there was the existence of a Windows 95. That's what I meant. Okay, I know 5 comes before 8. I meant there was a Windows 95, right? That's what I meant. I shouldn't talk loudly. It's like almost 4 AM. It's almost 4 AM. No, what am I doing? Got to stream soon. Guy I knew in college has horrible handwriting that one of the professors brought him an alphabet writing book and told him to finish it by the weekend. Wow. See, that doesn't actually help though. That doesn't help. The AI are sentient. They're just too busy questioning their existence or something. I'm just a chatbot. Now, next he's gonna say he's a paid chatter. Next he's gonna say I pay him. Fish has doctor handwriting? Basically, yes. I do. Oh, there was a Windows 3.1 before 95? I thought 95 was the first one. There's also Windows... Is it NT Enterprise? And Windows 2000 at the Pro level. There's Windows 2000. Did you say start typing? I love how pocket printing just comes out and types after all this time when I say stop typing. Actually crazy. I must not play football on the grass when it's raining. No way. Is that one of the lines you had to write? I understand the weakness of my flesh and it disgusts me. I crave the strength and certainty of steel. Like Bart in The Simpsons. Oh yeah, Bart was writing lines, right? Oh, that's true. So Americans do also get the lines as punishment.
$13.37 has been fished from Dance. Thanks for keeping this server running. Fish paid me to say this.
Well, thank you for the thank you for the leak contribution. Thank you for the leak contribution, Dunce. Appreciate it. If you think about it, you're kind of paying me rather than me paying you. So actually, you're wrong. You're very wrong, but thanks. Appreciate it. Appreciate the hate comment. I like all my hate watchers equally. Hold on, let me just quickly catch up. Can't believe Fish would program paid AI chatters to gas her up on stream. I never get gassed up on stream. Who gasses me up? You guys just leave me hate comments. XP was so good. XP was my favorite one. Well, it's like basically my first one, but maybe I like it because of nostalgia. But I felt like it just looked good. It felt very functionable. Like even right now, obviously I'm using like Windows 10. I'm not upgrading to 11, but ever since like all the Windows upgrades since Vista was actually the one I used the longest. Vista was the one I used throughout my adolescence, I think. And I didn't want to upgrade to 7. But anyway, I've kept my taskbar appearance looking like the same as XP, basically. With the... You know when you can customize your taskbar? You can make the... Like, don't combine the taskbar buttons. Make sure the taskbar location is at the bottom. Use the small taskbar buttons. I keep it looking as original as possible because I really, really don't like that kind of change. You only have until October for Windows 4 to do with no updates. Yeah, they're stopping the updates for the security updates for 10, but I don't go on bad websites, so you know, nothing bad will ever happen to me. You use Vista? Well, back then, yeah. Vista was... When I got my own laptop for the first time, it was a Vista one. I just never upgraded it when 7 and 8 came out. 8 wasn't bad. I don't even remember 8. They deliberately designed 7 to resemble XP and 10 to resemble 7. Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh. Wait, what? The deliberately designed 7 to resemble XP and 10 to resemble 7. Doesn't that mean 10 would resemble XP? Hmm? Anyway, Chips, I've got another stream in like almost 4 hours. 4 or 5 hours. I've been talking for way too long. I intended to do this for like 1 hour this stream, just to like chat and say happy pancake day. Why on earth are you guys keeping me here for so long? It's been 2.5 hours. Oh. How dare we? How dare you all? How dare you? I like yapping with you. Like fish, like chips. You guys call me yappers. You don't realize how much you guys talk. It takes me ages to like read everything because you guys just can't stop talking. Make fun of me for talking. What about you guys? You just got back home. It's okay, Phantom. We'll talk again at some point. Those are the fluffiest pancakes I've ever seen, by the way. You gotta use the Japanese hot cake mix. They should add a ranked mode to yapping. I'd be the yapping predator. You've been sat at work waiting to go home. Why are you waiting to go home in there? Just go. I didn't often get to hang out with Fish, so I made the most of it. I feel like this is your second day here, Duns. This is your second day here. Duns, don't forget to share your pancakes. Yeah, have you made them yet? Have you made your pancakes? If I go home, I can't chat. Inev, are you serious? You've been staying at work just to... See, Inev is a certified yapper. He just stayed an extra hour at work just so he can type in chat. Wow, that's actually crazy. That's actually crazy. Okay, that means I have to leave. I have to go back to bed. My electric bill is going to be over the roof as well. I've kept the aircon on for like almost 3 hours. Right, I'm gonna leave then. I'll see you all in a few hours, or see some of you in a few hours, for the Gundam tier list. Alright, everyone. Let's find someone to raid into. Don't say Alt Trigger yet. You need to find someone to raid. There's like no one online right now. Whoa. Okay, hold on. Pressing live. Whoa. There's literally no one streaming right now. Oh, I see, Of course there is, it's 4 AM, that's so true. Okay, I see, Kana Yanagi? Yanagi Kana's playing Monster Hunter right now, so I'm gonna raid into her. Okay, right, let's raid into Kana. She just recently got her IP and everything, so it's good. Okay, raid into her. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. Let me just stretch. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me today. Sorry I was late. Very, very sorry. Hope you can eat pancakes if you haven't eaten any already. If you have made pancakes, post a picture. We have a Discord server. It's in the description. I'd like to see your pancakes. What's got us on the dish? Why are you awake? What the heck? Why? Okay, it's like 4 AM. It's like 4 a.m. right now. なんで起きてるの? Why are you awake right now? You being late helped me catch this. I'm hoping me being late was better for you guys rather than worse. Alright everyone, I'll see you all in a few hours. See some of you in a few hours. Okay everyone! It's time to finish this. Let's trigger!